Hello, I'm Panic, and today I'm gonna break down for you this special effect here, kind of explosion, which you can say. Let's go. The main part of this effect was that bubble that was growing and bursting through the time, and that was the main part that I had to sketch frame by frame, and I did this because right now I will start sketching negative spaces inside of this bubble that's growing up, and once they are reaching the border of this bubble, I could easily with cutter tool cut everything that I don't need in this bubble. In a second I will create a second layer which is behind of this bubble, but first let me start sketching two layers of just a little bit of particles coming out of the center of this effect. With two layers which contains these tiny bits, I just simply duplicated them and scaled them to make a little more variety. As I said before, here is the back part of this bubble to give everything a little more depth. The same technique with a cutter tool, I'm just erasing what I don't need in this special effect. Okay, so right now I could do the next pretty cool thing. From the circle I started to cut a little negative spaces from this circle, and frame by frame I started to cut more and more until I didn't have anything on the screen from this circle. What it does, when I started to blur everything out from the center, it worked kind of a blocking light that's coming out from the center of the screen, and as you can see here, I started having a little bit of negative spaces that was kind of disappearing, and it's just done with this circle that had frame by frame negative spaces until it's disappearing. Then I added more blur to the tiny particles that I created, as you can see here, and I also added more blur and glows to my main bubble. The last part was just to composite everything to make everything fits together. So instead of having one effect on top of another, I just had to use smartly couple cutters and glows to make everything visible on the screen. So as you can see, I have the bubble inside, and the effect have kind of dark border around it, and that makes everything a little more visible. I obviously had to kind of make more transparent that front part of the bubble to make visible that back part, which I drew to have more depth in this effect. And I kind of wanted to slow down everything, so I put the very last frames on 2s to have it a little slower at the very end. As you can see, I added the negative frame in this effect to make it a little more impactful. With that being said, thank you for watching. I really encourage you to follow me on Instagram at Panic and subscribe to this channel. Hope you have a wonderful day. Cheers!